Chapati looks like the simplest bread on earth. Flour, water, heat. But at 3,600 chapatis an hour, simple becomes brutal because there's nowhere to hide. If the dough is even slightly off, the chapati won't puff. If the press is uneven, it tears. If the heat curve is wrong by seconds, it turns stiff instead of soft. Inside this modern production line, you're about to watch precision replace guesswork. Dough mixed to exact hydration, portioned, pressed into perfect rounds, then fired across roaring hot plates where each chapati has only moments to puff, blister and cook through before it hits rapid cooling so it stays tender, not soggy. And the final challenge, stacking thousands without crushing them, cracking them, or trapping steam that ruins the texture. Stay with me, because once you see how they press, bake, cool, and stack chapatis at this speed, you'll realize consistency is the real secret ingredient. A chapati line can collapse before the first drop of water touches the atta. One extra point of moisture, and the chain reaction begins. Clumps, tears, burn marks, rejects piling up like broken promises. So the real fight starts where nobody films. Contracts, specs, tolerances. The atta must smell clean, look right, feel consistent between two fingers like fine sand. Here we don't buy flour. We buy stability. Month after month, batch after batch. This gate is not a gate. It's a border. One scratched seal, one suspicious fold on a bag, one faint damp patch. Enough to stop the entire story right here. Hazard lights blink, wheels freeze, cameras click like an evidence team. Because what enters today decides what families eat tomorrow. And in food, there is no rewind. You can push out thousands of chapatis per hour, but if you can't trace them, you're gambling with people's dinner. The truck climbs the weighbridge. The gross weight appears, cold, final, unarguable. PO, invoice, COA, every digit must match. Then the batch ID prints like a passport. From this moment, every grain has a name, every mistake has an address. Atta looks identical until you smell it, until you touch it, until the moisture meter whispers a number your eyes would never catch. QC samples from top, middle, bottom, digging for hidden weakness. The vibro sifter roars, shaking out coarse impurities. Dust gets pulled back by the extraction system before it escapes. Magnets and metal traps wait silently for micrometal that can turn a meal into an incident. QC pass isn't a stamp, it's permission to breathe. Chapati forgives nothing. A 1-second water surge, a salt drift, a ghee mismatch, and the dough will punish the whole line. Sticky, heavy, tearing, drying out too soon. On the HMI, the recipe sits like a score. The machines must play it perfectly. Load cells balance like a tightrope walker. Water flows through the meter. Temperature is held like a hostage. A small test dose goes first, because when you scale speed, you also scale error. This is where the atta becomes alive. The mixer starts slow, deep, heavy, like an engine dragging steel. Rush it and you get dry wet chaos, salted pockets, dough that never becomes one. Water is pumped in pulses, Scrapers shave the walls, refusing to let anything hide. Speed rises, gluten forms, an invisible net deciding softness, stretch, and bite. Dough temperature is watched like a flame. One careless minute, and the entire shift pays. It sounds like a break. It's actually preparation for violence. Fresh dough is tight, stubborn, ready to snap back. Sheet it too early and it will shrink, tear, fight every roller. Inside the resting room, temperature and humidity are controlled like a clean chamber. The surface is sealed so it doesn't skin over and crack. FIFO moves like a disciplined cue. When it's ready, you press lightly, smooth, relaxed, cooperative. Now it will roll. Thousands of dough balls drop onto the belt and it looks effortless until the numbers drift. Slightly heavy, thick chapatis, longer bake, dry mouthfeel, slightly light, thin, tearing burnt freckles. The first 10 pieces are weighed like a heartbeat check. The rounder spins, stretching the skin tight and clean. A mist of oil ghee, just enough to prevent sticking, never enough to wet the surface. Defects are removed instantly. The line doesn't wait for weak links. This is hypnotic and dangerous. Roller 1 catches the ball and flattens it. Roller 2 thins it, widens it. Roller 3 pushes it to the edge, thin without tearing. Dusting flour falls like a fine fog. Thickness sensors read non-stop like radar. Auto gap adjusts when the dough is softer or drier. One wrinkle becomes a rip after the oven. The sheet must stay continuous because the oven doesn't respect gaps. The cutter cannot cut. It must glide. A jagged edge means fray, uneven browning, ugly chapati that customers put back on the shelf. The rotary cutter spins, perfectly synced to belt speed. No lag, no lead. Discs lift clean. Trim waste is collected and sent to controlled rework, not allowed to poison the batch. The first 5 pieces are checked for diameter, roundness, edge integrity. Here, a circle is not a shape, it's discipline. Right before heat, there's one last judgment. The press plate must be spotless, because a single stain prints itself into the chapati like a fingerprint. Final thickness is set, measured, defended. Press too hard and edges shred. Too soft and thickness varies. Puff becomes uneven. The bake exposes every flaw. Gauges check the center at SOP frequency. Spacing is created so pieces enter the oven like a marching line. Next stop, fire. 3,600 chapatis an hour, meaning every second, one chapati walks into heat. The oven is split into zones like a battlefield. Set the surface, cook the core, finish the character. Zone 1 locks the skin so it won't stick. The turner flips at the exact moment. Too early, raw. Too late, tough. Zone 2 builds the brown spots. Signature, appetizing. But one step over and it becomes bitter black. Sensors watch surface temperature constantly. Extraction hoods pull away smoke before it stains the aroma. This isn't baking. This is controlling time. Puff happens fast, like a sharp inhale. A short blast of higher heat expands steam inside, giving that soft lift people love in a tiffin. But if you get greedy, the rim burns before the center settles. If you hold back, it stays flat and lifeless. Exhaust fans remove moisture so chapatis don't go limp. QC checks softness, aroma, and the final golden brown pattern. One short window, one clear outcome. Right out of the oven, chapati is at its most vulnerable. Stack it hot and you trap steam. Then it turns soggy, sticky and dull. The cooling belt stretches long like a tempering lane. Clean air fans cool both sides. Fast but never drying it into a cracker. Temperature is checked before stacking. Counters build sets. Stackers lift and align edges, so the pack looks sharp and premium. Check weighers catch missing pieces instantly. Here, stacking is not packing. It's precision engineering. When it feels finished, the last test begins. Metal detection scans like airport security. Check washers verify every pack. No one missing allowed. Bags are sealed, heat seal or MAP. Date lot shift printed clearly like a signature. Cartons are labeled, pallets wrapped, IDs scanned into the warehouse system. FIFO/FIFO moves stock like a strict schedule. Then the chapati lands on a supermarket shelf. Quiet. But behind that quiet is a line that never had permission to be careless.
Og så dårlig på plass i gang. Jo I satt opp I kan sysselta. I sem vil unsan jo I kan nejat.
Thank you for watching the video, and please subscribe to my channel. And what production process would you like to see next?